the Big Daddy G Show.
Here's yo daddy.
Yes, Romeo. I'm Big Daddy G. Welcome to the Big Daddy G Show. Today we're going to have a awesome musician. We've had him before on the show, and I don't know why he decided to come back, but he did. I guess so. We get to torture him some more. Cash Warren, you guys loved him last time he was here. There's a lot more of you now, so now I know that a lot more of you are going to love him. A couple of things that I wanted to mention. I was supposed to do an intro out of the other wall or to that side of the studio, but it didn't work out that way. So here I am sitting at my desk, and I'm seeing a white curtain behind me. I feel like I'm at a funeral. Am I at a funeral? Is it? Is this it? Is it over? Anyway, a couple of things that I wanted to mention to you guys. First thing is, what does the word swag mean? I know you guys have heard it. I've heard it a bunch of times. Well, I've realized what the word swag really means, if you're a gentleman. I want to do a little segment in the near future of how to be a gentleman. What is a gentleman? A gentleman is a man who makes you feel as comfortable as you can possibly feel when you're around him. So that is what a gentleman is. So, swag, I believe, stands for she wants a gentleman. So there. So now you guys know what swag is supposed to mean. So there. I know you're going to write me and say, no, it's not. That's not what it means. See, that's what it should mean. You know, because women love, well, some women, there's some women that don't, but a lot of women like to have doors open for them and their chairs pulled out and in, and you know. So, so I think we should do a little segment on how to be a gentleman, and I'll talk to Tyrone about that and see if we can get that done. A couple other things I wanted to mention to you guys was, it looks like my hat is a little crooked. A couple of things I wanted to mention to you guys was that according to Facebook, our likes are up 150%. So if you're not a friend of ours on Facebook, please go to our Facebook page, which is the Big Daddy G Show, and like our page. If you haven't gone to YouTube, if you go to YouTube, please go and subscribe to our channel. Our video views, according to Facebook, is up 1,000%. 1,000. So that means that a lot more people are watching our videos. I think what's happening is, like, when crazy people, you know, find each other, then they tell other crazy people, and those crazy people come in, and they get together, and before you know it, they tell their mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters, and before you know it, there's a lot of crazy people together. Facebook followers is up 150%. So the ability to reach more people, according to Facebook, through our Facebook page, 92% is up, 92%. Now, what does all that mean? That all means that there's a lot of people, more people watching. There's a lot of people out there telling people about our show. We don't do religion. We don't do politics. There's a lot of shows on the air that, you know, they want to bash this and bash that. We don't do that. Well, we try not to do that. But we try to have a good time, and we try to, you know, invite you guys into basically our living room and just sit and relax and have a good time. A couple other things that I wanted to mention is a friend of ours, CJ, graduated. I know I mentioned it last time. I was trying to see if I could find a picture on Facebook, but I'm going to try to get a picture at the very end of the show of CJ in his uniform, so I can share that with you guys. Really, really awesome guy. He was our DP and our lighting guy. and nobody could do curtains like CJ. I'm telling you, nobody could do curtains like CJ. So stay tuned for that, CJ. I know you're watching, so stay tuned. We love you, man. We miss you. And I'm going to try to have that picture up for you in a minute, or at the end of the show. The other things I wanted to mention were that we have some new fans from countries that I didn't know were watching. We got fan mail from a country called Uganda. So whoever it is that's watching in Uganda, you're not right in the head. I'm telling you right now. So welcome to the family. We also have people that wrote to us from the United Arab Emirates. I don't know if I said that right or not, but it's UAE, United Arab Emirates. I honestly, I kind of know where that is, you know. I know there's oil, lots of oil. I know there's oil out there, and I know that somebody out there's watching. I would love a dark blue Lamborghini for Christmas. My birthday is November 15th, and so I could handle a Lamborghini from, you know, on November 15th. And then we also got some fan mail from some people in Germany. Germany is such a beautiful country also that, I mean, I want to go. So you people watching in Germany, welcome to the family. You are nuts, okay? So you don't have to go to no psychiatrist to get, you know, diagnosed or anything. You're crazy if you're watching this show. So welcome to the family. We're going to get along just great. Maybe we can all get together for Thanksgiving or something like that. I don't know. Today we have a bunch of new crew. There's a couple other things that I want to talk to you guys about. We have a bunch of new crew today, and so please bear with us. They seem to be doing a great job. We have basically a whole new control room. I have a monitor almost as big as my TV in my bathroom. And our new stage manager is Stacy, and she is not going to be in the credits today, from what I understand, but I did want to say thank you, Stacy, for coming. And someone told me you were a Scorpio, so welcome to the Scorpio world. So the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys, I've got about a minute and a half. Somebody talked to me the other day about censoring. You know, it was last night. My friend Aaron and I were sitting at Tailgate Pass and talking about censoring. And I said to him, I said, well, do you think there's censoring going on? And he said, well, I'm not really sure, you know, if it is or it isn't. And I said, well, dude, I'm going to give you the perfect example of if there's censoring or not. I said, every UFO you ever see on TV, okay, I'm going to take you back a few years, about 10, 12 years ago, there was this huge spaceship over Phoenix. The only video they got was from about 4 or 5 miles away. So all the people in Phoenix that were shooting, you know, with their phones and cameras and stuff, none of that made it. You can't see a video of that. The thing was right above Phoenix. In Jerusalem, there was this white orb that came down from the sky right to the top of the temple and then just shot out into the sky. Now, you think to yourself, well, you know, there was about, I don't know, 20, 30,000 people standing there by the wall, by the prayer wall, and nobody got a picture, you know, or nobody got a close-up of it. So, you know, that's kind of something to think about. The Marfa lights, you know, what is that? Why aren't we, you know, trying to figure out what that is, you know? So is there censoring? Think about it. I don't know if there is or not. I kind of think there is, but, you know, that's a little something to think about. Yes, Tyrone, I know I'm going over, but the other thing, couple other things I wanted to talk to you guys about was Craigslist. The guy that started Craigslist, it started like a little hippie type thing where he's helping people out, and I think that's great. Made him a millionaire. I mean, a multi-millionaire. But that wasn't enough, huh, Craig? You know, I talked about your site and stuff like that, and I think it's a great site, but now he's charging. he's charging the community to post stuff on his website, which I think is kind of crappy. You know, he's supposed to be a hippie, you know, nerdy hippie kind of guy, and but I guess greed got to him. So that's just my opinion about Craigslist. I just think it's kind of crappy that he's charging, you know, people that are trying to sell stuff because they're poor, you know. So now you're charging them $5 to do that. So I just think, you know, I just think that's a little bit, you know, I don't know, greed, Craig. All right, one last thing. Here's some really, really good news. According to scientists, the ozone, hole in the ozone over the Antarctic is healing. What is causing that? It's people that are recycling. You people out there that, yes, I said you people out there that are able to recycle and you don't, well, that makes you pretty close to being a scumbag, because your kids and your grandkids and your great-grandkids are going to suffer because you don't want to put, you know, that little piece of plastic in a recycle bin that is right next to the trash. So please continue recycling. Please continue riding the bus. I take the bus downtown. I park my truck at a park and ride, and I take the bus downtown. And of course, I hand out a lot of cards. Miss Kitty Litter, thank you for the email. I met Miss Kitty Litter at I think it was last Friday. I don't remember a whole lot from last Friday, but it was a good time from what I understand. So anyway, well, that's it, kids. Hold up the, okay. So here's a new sponsor, Folgers Coffee. Ta-da! So please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What's the big idea?
George, you complained about my coffee long enough. Now watch this. This is our usual instant coffee.
I can see that.
Look at this.
Hey. What is that?
It's new Instant Folgers coffee crystals.
How does it taste?
See? It sparkles.
But how does it taste?
And look how much darker and richer it is.
Yeah, but how does it taste?
Well, taste it.
George is discovering new Instant Folgers.
Tastes great.
New Instant Folgers coffee crystals. Sparkling crystals of dark, rich, pure coffee.
Wonder why they sparkle.
I don't know, but I'll have another cup.
Folgers developed these crystals to give you a better tasting coffee.
Best I've ever had. Tastes so good, you'd hate to put it down.
That's right. New Instant Folgers coffee crystals. Taste so good, you hate to put it down.
Boy, am I hungry. What kind of soup is that?
Make way for the Great American Soup.
Can you give me that again?
Faster rich, they pass the word to 42nd Street. Make way for the Great American Soup. Hey, mister, have you tried the soup that's good enough to eat? Shake hands with the Great American Soup. Feel that rhythm, guide your feet on the soupy road to romance. Let's face the chicken gumbo and dance. Who's got it noodled up in life from Broadway to the Loop? It's the Great. I said great. It's the great, great, great American Soup.
Emily, why do you always have to make such a big production out of everything?
A shot of whiskey, a bottle of wine, to assist me away from my mind. I'm going crazy. Well, over you, I know you're crazy, and you know I'm crazy too.
We're back. Dude, I feel like I'm at the beach. Look at all these lights. Did I need a tan? Anyway, all right, kids. Thank you to Folgers, our new sponsor. Hope you enjoyed the commercials. And now I would like to bring in Mr. Cash Warren. Mr. Cash Warren, come on in, bud. He's going to
Shot of whiskey, a bottle of wine,
come on in.
to assist me away from
All
my
right.
mind.
Mr. Cash Warren was on the show actually about a year ago, and we had a great time with him. We actually did a thing called Baker's Corner, I believe that's Baker's Corner, something like that. Where we,
Baked goods.
baked goods, that's what it was. Woo, man.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Anyway, so Cash is from the Waco area, and we were very, very lucky that he brought his missus today, who I guess she's been drinking because she's on the floor over there. I told her that's not really water. So, so anyway, his wife's name is Tiana, and she runs a place called Sheer Element Hair Salon in West Texas. So I'm gonna go up there and get a haircut, and I better get the shampoo and everything too. They have a 4-year-old son named Jameson Kane, correct?
Yes, sir.
And how's he doing?
Man, he is wild as ever.
Wild as ever?
Wild as ever.
Okay, so what's like one of the craziest things that he's done so far?
Oh, man. Like, well, in the spectrum of things, it's every day is something new. I can't really pinpoint it down. Like, he's just, his vocabulary is just growing so exponentially over the past, just a year.
Right.
So, like, he says something new every day that just floors me. I
Nice.
mean, it's really
Nice.
ridiculous.
Well, what has he done? Like, one of my sons, his name is Jeremy, crazy kid. One day I woke up and he had flooded my kitchen. I had about that much water in my kitchen. And what he'd done was he turned the faucets on in the kitchen and stopped at the sink. I don't know why or what he was doing, but he got about that much water in the kitchen. And so luckily I had a shop vac. I had no use for a shop vac. So I guess at that point I did. But so anyway, and then another thing he did was one day he wouldn't come out of his room. And I said, what's the matter? What's the matter? And he wouldn't say, and he kept looking down. And then I found he had like a little bump on his nose, and he was just like 4 or 5 years old. He had a little bump in his nose. And I said, what's with the bump on your nose, And it turned out he had taken a bead, like one of those necklace beads. He had taken a bead and he had put it up his nose. And so I was able to get it out. I didn't have to take him to the doctor or nothing like that. So I was able to get it out myself. But what has he done crazy like that he's, that you're like,
Which, I mean, stick stuff up their nose,
Yeah.
I think that's just a common thing. But honestly, I've been really blessed.
Really?
This kid, he is just the coolest little kid ever. I mean,
Nice.
he's a little sponge.
Yeah.
He loves watching nature shows and stuff of the sort, and he doesn't really get in too much of a ruckus. He chases our bunny rabbit around the house.
Oh,
That's,
nice.
That's about,
Well, that's
about
exercise.
the extent of it. But
Yeah.
other than that, he's just, I mean, everything I've ever wanted,
And is he watching right now? Do you know?
I bet he is.
Is he?
I bet he is.
Well, say hi. Jameson, how you doing, bud? How you doing? You need to get a little crazier because Dad's too comfortable. Get a little crazier. All right, so a couple of things. I just want to get you guys to know a little bit about Cash. Now, you're married.
Yes, sir.
All right. So he's not single, so cut it out. Cut it out. He's not single. And you've been married how many years now? 14?
14 years.
14 years.
14 years. Our anniversary just recently passed, actually. It was
Okay.
the 11th. So,
Wow.
so
Wow.
super
And
cool.
what'd y'all do? Did you do anything special? What'd he get you? A bunch of flowers. Nice, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow. Now
yeah.
that's some points right
Yep.
there, dude.
It was a bouquet, too. It was.
Wow. Wow. See, I'm a cheap, bee. And what I would do is I would hire a friend to go and deliver the flowers. I'd go get them at H-E-B because we love H-E-B. I'd go get them at H-E-B and then have a friend deliver them and even do the little signing. You have to sign the clipboard that you got it and the whole bit, just to save me the $20, $30, And then I took that money and I bought some, dinner or whatever. So
See, and that's
So-
why you're behind the desk.
Do what? Say it again.
I said that's why you're behind the desk.
Exactly, exactly. So anyway, it really does work, and she never found out. You know, she never knew. So you know, and it worked. So so you've been married 14 years, okay? And how many times has she driven you crazy in the 14 years?
Well, let's see. There's 365 days in a year. You know?
You gotta ride home with her, dude. If all of a sudden
eyes
your door
cutting.
gets open and you fly out, then it's not
Well,
gonna be pretty. But
now y'all know.
Yeah.
If anything happens.
yeah,
If anything happens.
yeah. So it's the same thing. All my friends know that if I end up missing, all my friends know Tyrone did it. That's all they got to say. Tyrone did it. But so anyway, so tell us what you've been doing now. You haven't been here for like a year, right?
Yes, sir.
It's been like a year, I think. Actually, a little more than a year because it was October
Yes, sir.
when you were here last time. And so tell us what you've been doing. I mean, where have you been playing?
Matt-
Tell us some new stuff.
Honestly, I've really been dialing back the playing
Uh-huh.
a lot. I've had really tremendous feedback from the last time I was on the show. I've
Mm-hmm.
had lots of people hitting me up and, you know, pushing the whole playing thing and everything. And I've really taken the time to step back and started recording and
Nice.
doing the whole process of, you know, all of the background stuff.
Right, right.
Not necessarily beating the bars as much as I used to.
Yeah.
But I've got a new CD coming out pretty soon. It should be out
Nice.
by the end of the year. And I've got a new website, so www.cashwarrenproject.com.
There you go.
There's all my artwork and
There you go.
everything out there. I've been working on getting that guy up and running, and
Nice.
mainly just trying to get a little bit of production behind the scenes going on with the whole project and getting the wheels turning on it.
Nice.
That's-
Well, this new CD that you're going to be putting out, you got to come and share it with us.
Oh,
you know,
for
you got to
sure.
come back and share it with us. We'll do a big deal, Tyrone. I'm sorry I put you on the spot there, but come back and share it with us, and we'll share it with the kids. And I'm sure we're going to have your website. It's cashwarrenproject.com. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I actually went to the website. I guess I'm not sure if that was a website or not, but I was listening to your music yesterday, and I was like, "Damn, that sounds really good, dude."
Thank you.
There was one song that you were doing, and I was going to ask Tyrone to tell you to play it, and I actually talked to him about it this morning. But there was some cuss words in the song.
Yeah.
And so I told him, I said, dude, I hate telling people, I hate telling musicians, dude, you know, take it easy on the cuss words because we have 3 channels that the show is shown on, 10, 11, and 16, I believe. And is that right? Am I right, Nick? 10, 11, and 16. And so I wanted to be able to show it on all the channels. And in order for us to do that, you know, there can't be any cuss words. And I would hate to bleep, you know, like, because you're singing a song and then all of a sudden, bleep, you know. Because I remember, I'm going to tell you guys a really quick story about the Rolling Stones. So the Rolling Stones, they were going to appear on the Ed Sullivan Show. And they were doing a song called I Can't Get No Satisfaction. If you don't know that song, you need to turn the channel. But anyway, so it's an awesome song, but they told them that they can't say I can't get no satisfaction. They had to change it to something else. So I said, oh yeah, we'll change it. Don't worry about it. Now you got to remember this is Prime TV, back in I guess it was the 50s or 60s. Prime TV, dude, and they said it, and it was a big mess. And I don't think they ever got to be back on the Ed Sullivan Show after that. So that's what I'm saying is I don't want to censor anybody, but I just want to be able to share it, you know, with everybody, you know, because one of the channels, Channel 10, is, from what I understand, I'm sorry, Channel 11 is primarily religious. And a lot of religious people go and they watch that channel. And I wanted to kind of share our show with them because, dude, it's a funny show. You know, it's family. You know, nothing too crazy. You know, unless Jackie Vincent's on the show. If Jackie Vincent's on the show, it's a nut house. But otherwise, you know. So, what are you going to play for us today?
I've actually got a good little list of songs. Now,
Okay.
the song that you're talking about, believe it or not, I mean, as we said, I have a 4-year-old,
Right,
so all of my songs can become PG at the drop of a hat,
Oh, there you go.
depending on
Awesome.
how quick he walks in the room.
Right.
You know?
See, this is a parent, okay? This is a parent. Okay, go ahead.
So, like, I mean, if you want to hear it, I can play it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, dude, we might have time. I'm not sure. I went a little over on the intro, but we might have time. You never know.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays.
So, tell me, what are you doing up in? You live near Waco. Do you live in West Texas or just around the area there?
I live directly in between West and Waco.
Okay.
It's a little town called Ross. If you
Oh,
blink,
wow,
you miss
okay.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually think I have seen it. I think I've actually seen it.
Yeah, we have
So-
a truck stop.
Well, then you know I've been there. You know, probably sleeping it off there. But okay. So you kind of backed off and you're just kind of working on your talent and trying to get it all done. And do you have a name for the CD yet that you're
No,
going to do?
not yet.
Nothing
Not
yet,
yet.
huh?
Not yet. See, I'm one of those artists that I do not name my art until it's completed,
Okay.
and then I get the overall feel of what
Right.
it is. I have so many different songs, and some of them, you know, I really haven't decided if they're going to make the cut or
Mm-hmm.
not. So it's really just a work in progress. I feel like I'll sit down with my crew and, you know, kind of hash out a couple of names whenever it comes that time, but
Nice.
I'm not nearly ready to burn that bridge yet.
Okay. One kind of crazy question that I was going to ask you. What is the deal with the gauge? Did you have those last time you were here, the gauges?
Yeah, for sure.
You
for
had
sure.
them?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I don't remember those. I don't
Yeah,
remember
I've
the
had these
gauges.
for years. This
Does-
is like 16 years old Defiancy right there.
Wow. And did it hurt to get that done? Did you know,
Well,
like,
not.
did they take out a big chunk or
No,
did
no,
it,
no, no.
no? You just little by
See,
little? Or?
Yeah, little by little. It's
Yeah.
all about stretching it slowly over a period of time. Most people will gauge their ears like super fast and cause a rip, which
Yeah.
will cause it to not heal very
Yeah.
well. And like these, I can take these out and it'll be roughly a 10 gauge within a week
Wow.
or so. So I'm on that precipice of no going back.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want like the giant inch in my ears,
Right,
no
right.
return. You know,
Right.
I always just wondered what would that look like when I'm 80. You know.
Well, dude, I just went to see a movie. What was the movie called, Nick? Infinity War. Infinity War? Yeah, I saw it at the IMAX here at the Bud Bullock Museum. And dude, there was this guy had these huge gauges, and then he had one here on his lip
Okay.
too. And he was like some kind of king or something from some country or something like that. So anyway, sorry, but if you haven't seen that movie, dude, you got to go see that movie. And if you can see it in an IMAX, go do it. And then I saw a movie yesterday or day before yesterday. What did I go see? Black Panther. I finally went to see Black Panther. And dude, it was awesome. And I saw it in 3D. So if you, right now it's showing at the Movies 8 in Round Rock, in 3D also, and not 3D if you can't handle 3D. But dude, you got to go see that movie. It's awesome, awesome movie. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because it's about time. I think we're over by 2 minutes or something like that. All right, kids, hang tight. We've got some more sponsors, I believe, and we'll be back with Cash Warren. Sit back because you don't want to miss this. So take a rip, take a sip, or take a puff. We'll be right back.
We at American Tourister know that waiting for every suitcase is the unexpected. That's why we reinforce our beautiful American Tourister lightweights with a steel frame, rugged rubber wheels, and tough protective corners. To us, at American Tourister, it's not just how good it looks, it's how long it looks good.
There's a Frisbee disc for different reasons. For individual, team, and disc golf competitions. There's a Frisbee disc for different seasons, for windy flights, and a glowing disc for warm summer nights. There's a Frisbee disc for a new friend and an old friend. And there's a great new thing, a Frisbee brand flying ring. Season or reason, pick your Frisbee disc or ring and pick up on the fun and freedom. Frisbee brand products, made only by Wham-O.
Mr. Titchener, I'm concerned about my Ethel. Instead of a nice young man, all she's interested in is one of your cars.
Hard to believe, Mama.
198 cubes, 3.4-inch bore, 4 main bearings. It ought to be easy on gas. Mr. Titchener, may I give it my own little test now?
Give it the works, Ethel. The duster's big enough to take it.
I like the torsion bar suspension with the lateral control arms. And the body reinforced by steel girders welded into a single unit. No wonder it's so popular. And the size, small enough for tight little spaces.
Mr. Titchener, what kind of a young man would be attracted to this Plymouth dustpan?
The duster, Mama? Why, an engineer would love it.
An engineer I got. What I need now is a son-in-law.
I bet you heard, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. I got a station. I leave my radio on. I got a word that describes it all. Oh, I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I, yeah, yeah. Oh, I got it all.
We're on. Hey, kids, we're back. Hope you enjoyed our new sponsors. Without further ado, Mr. Cash Warren, enjoy.
This song's called Slipping Away. Listen, you lovers, you liars and thieves. The closer you're strong and lift up the weak. Hear my words for those who can't speak. 'Cause times they will all soon fade. Time keeps slipping away. Don't judge yourself by what you can own. Love yourself and how you have grown. Put yourself up on a throne. Time they will not soon fade. Time keeps slipping away. Listen, you lovers, you liars and thieves. Closer you're strong and lift up the weak. Hear my words for those who don't speak. Time they will all soon fade. Time keeps slipping away. Don't judge yourself. Listen, you lovers, you liars and thieves. Build up your walls for that you can't keep. Love everyone that
that you mean. 'Cause time, it will all soon fade. Time keeps slipping away. Time keeps slipping away. All right, thank you guys. This next song I'm going to do is a song I wrote quite a while back. It's called The Family. My mama raised me from a little kid. No brother, the father, they were always in the pen, and I didn't know. I didn't know the times were bad. She did the best she could with the little that we had. My father told me, son, don't listen to the man. Served two in Vietnam, no one gives a damn about the men. They fought and died for this land. You're your freedom and your life to them. Daddy drank his beer, my mama smoked her weed. My brother did it all when he was 17, and I didn't know. I didn't know how lost them. We did the best we could with the trouble we were in. My mind's a river, figure out a secret in a box that's dying to get out the mystery of my family. Born as outlaws, and that's all we'll be. Born as outlaws, and that's all we'll be. Thank you guys. Thank you. This next song is it's brand new. It's straight off the presses. It's called Touch of Love. Babe, I feel your touch on my skin, like a fire sinking in. You know it burns, and Lord, I feel it blaze. What you say, what it takes in my heart, Lord, I feel it break. Feel your touch on my skin, a touch of love, a touch of sin. Babe, I see your eyes. They cut like knives, like the temperature in the night. Lord, I feel it rise. Lord, I feel it blaze. What you say, what it takes in my heart. Lord, I feel it break. I feel your touch on my skin. A touch of love sinking in. Thank you, guys. This next song I'm gonna do, it's called Poor Folk. It was written off of an old 1920s Delta blues lick, and it was just like a modge podge of a bunch of different songs that I had going on. So this is it's called Poor Folk. Said all my friends got better lives. They always seem to tell me this. Can I wait till I get mine? Will not sit and wait on it, 'cause I know I am poor folk, and that's all I'll ever be. Lord, Lord, is poor folk. Said all my friends got brand new cars. They always take me for a ride. Never get too damn far. Won't go the pain inside, Lord, 'cause I know I am poor folk, and that's all I'll ever be. Lord, Lord, is poor folk. Thank you. This next song is the song I believe Mr. G was talking about earlier on whenever he was saying the song on the website. And y'all can all check this song out at www.cashwarrenproject.com or ReverbNation/CashWarrenProject, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. Check it out. This song is called Tore Up. I let the cat out of the bag and open a can of worms. I let the good times all turn bad and had nobody left to turn. I went and sat under a bridge and washed my worries with some booze. I realized what little I had realized, I've nothing to lose, and I lose. I'm a drinker, I'm a fool, since there's nothing left to lose, there's just one thing for me to do, and that's get tore up with you. Get tore up with you. I dug myself into a hole and dug out before it was my grave. I let my warm heart turn so cold and had nobody left to blame. I went and sat under a bridge and washed my worries with some booze. Realized what little I had realized, I've nothing to lose, and I lose. Well, I'm a drinker, I'm a fool, I'm smoking weed and paying the blues. And since there's nothing left to lose, there's just one thing for me to do, and that's get tore up with you. I'll get tore up with you. All with you. Thank you. All right, guys. So we got time for another one? We got time for one more? Might as well one more. Why not? This song is it's another new one. It's straight off the presses as well. It's about everything that comes at us in the world. It's a lot of poison. So this song is called Poison. Teachers, doctors, sinners, and saints. They all treat us the same. Poison blowing in our veins. It's poison, poison, keep us all in place, and poison, what they feeding into our minds, and it's poison that keeps us all blind, it's poison. Teachers, doctors, sinners, and saints. They all treat us the same. Poison, it's poison, it's flowing through our veins. It's This poison they feed us. This poison low in our brain. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Oh, hey kids, we're back. Sorry, the medicine is almost all gone. We have a few minutes. I wanted to show a couple of pictures before we end the show. This is our DP CJ's. I guess this is his graduating class or team, and he's on the camera left to the middle. So I guess that would be your right. Okay, my left, your right. I don't know, one of those. Anyway, that's one of the pictures that I wanted to show you. But Cash, tell us where you're going to be performing next, so maybe people can come see you up in West or near West Texas, Ross. You know, I mean, whereabouts are you going to be performing next?
Actually, I do have a show coming up pretty soon in historic Tokyo, Texas, in the historic Tokyo Bar and Grill.
Okay.
That place is like, it's been there for a long, long time. If
Right,
y'all don't know where it's at, it's a cool tourist, attraction there.
Nice.
Just a nice little hole in the wall, kind of watering hole.
And do you know the date that you're going to be there?
Yes, sir. It's going to be June 8th is whenever I'm going to be.
All right, so June 8th, and
Yes,
what
sir.
time is that going to be, do you know?
It's I start at 7, and I'll be playing until pretty much I go home.
Okay,
So
awesome.
be closing the place down.
Okay.
So yeah, if y'all are in the Tokyo, Texas area, June 8th, it's a Saturday, I believe.
Right.
Around 7 o'clock, y'all are more than welcome to come out. It's a free show.
Whereabouts is
So
Tokyo, Texas? Is that
Tokyo,
near-
Texas is it's right around West Texas. It's in between. It's in the
So
rough
it's in that area.
general area. It's in McLennan County. So
Okay.
it's you type in Tokyo with an I, T-O-K-I-O, not Y-O.
Okay.
T-O-K-I-O.
T-O-K-I-O.
Yes,
All right.
T-O-K-I-O. Tokyo, Texas.
Okay, a couple of things that we wanted to mention. We wanted to say a shout out to Grandma Grace out in California. I know you're watching. Just want to say hi. Thank you for the card. I always love getting cards from you. It kind of takes me back to the old days when people actually, sat down and wrote a card, instead of a quick text. So it's kind of nice. Another thing I wanted to talk about was that your mom passed away October 10th, 2010 from breast cancer. For some reason, I'm bringing this up. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. Don't let your loved ones get chemo. Chemo is poison. Take them to a state that has THC oil or cannabis oil. Get them cured. Don't get them killed. Get them cured. 9 out of 10 people that get on chemo die. So, please, and support any kind of cancer research, especially breast cancer. Please, support that. Another thing I wanted to mention was your boss. You mentioned your boss to me earlier today. What's your boss's name?
Dylan.
Dylan. Hey, Dylan, where are you? Dylan, hey, man, thanks for watching, dude. you're one of the crazies too, okay? So no need to go to the doctor anymore. You're crazy.
He hired me, so.
Yeah, there you go. That explains that. What else I can tell you? Let's see, you've been playing since you were 12 years old, correct?
Yes, sir.
And have you picked up any other instrument since the last time you were here?
Actually, well, kinda.
Kinda?
Kinda.
What is it? Don't tell me the violin, because...
No, I cannot play the violin. In fact, for a long time, I prided myself in playing anything with strings on it until I actually picked up a violin and it sounded like a cat dying on a tin roof. So
yeah.
It did not work out for me.
That's not pretty, dude.
It's not a pretty sound.
Well, guys, we're going to wrap up the show pretty soon. We've got about a minute left. Just a couple of the things that I wanted to mention. Please take care of your pets. I had to take one of my pets to the doctor the other day because he got bit by a mosquito, and this mosquito gave him a rash. So $190 later, or some crazy amount, you know. But he's getting better, happier. He's got antibiotics, and so please take care of your pets. Don't let them get sicker and sicker and sicker. Please take care of them. The other thing I wanted to mention was that you've got any plans on another kid, Tatiana? I mean, come on, dude.
No, one and done.
That's it?
One and done. One and done. See, whenever I hear something crash, bang, boom from the next room over, I want to know who did it.
Who did it? That's true, dude. That's true, because I come from a big family. When I was a kid, if one of us got in trouble, it didn't matter. All of you all were in trouble, so we all ran.
Everybody.
So, yeah, everybody ran.
She did.
So, anyway, kids, that's going to be our show for today, CashWarrenProject.com. Please keep an eye out for this guy. As you can tell, he's very talented, and he's got really cool speakers, too. So, that's it. Is that it, Tyrone? Are we done? Viva Mexico! And Uganda.
Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. Hi-ho, what do you know? The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show. The Big Daddy G Show.
Here's your daddy.